So many volume settings. Why do I do this to myself? Because it's fun. Alright, it's a controller game. Sort of. I have not Etrian'd in a while. One should probably play the games one wanted to stream to begin with. And after having a week eaten up by Pal World, why not? So let me see my party here. I completely forgot what I was running. Okay, a land snect. Okay, someone's got to be traded out here. I think it's going to be the troubadour. This is Etrian II. All of those classes were in Etrian I. But there's one class that was not, that I really like. So all of these were there, except for the gunner and the war magus. We're gonna get a gunner. Check out the portraits here. This one was always my favorite. Little Katsusha here. A nervous Nelly. This is the new one. She's kind of yandere. We're gonna go with the classic. And in fact, Katsusho should work. That's good enough, right? And yeah, let's get a War Magus just for kicks. I believe this was my favorite from the original. I don't remember this guy. Of course, who are we kidding here? I always ran all Moe girls here. He's pretty cool. Or is that a she? Oh my god, I can't tell. Yeah, you know what? We'll make you the supreme leader of the War Magi or Magi. My brother might be the only person that gets this. But if and when he ever sees this video, he'll laugh. Alright, we have our characters. Keep the land snect. Keep the, what was it, a protector? We're gonna want our War Magus in the front. We're gonna replace our medic as well. War Magus is the new medic. War Magus are nice because you can either replace your medic or like a Dark Hunter or Land Snect with them. They can do healing do a bit of frontline damage. Okay, backline. We want Katsusha, I think. And our Hexer. We want to keep the Hexer, I think. Okay, custom skills. So if this is going to be our new healer, let's have a look. What do we want? Oh, we definitely want this. So that's 1 point. We're going to want a point in Warlore. Oh, they had bindings in this game. I don't think they did in the remake. So this is actually the second remake of Etrian II. Maybe I'm remembering wrong, though. Okay, let's get our healing. It looks like they basically have the same as the medic in this game. I forget what they changed for the... What was it, the Fafnir Knight, or... something like that. One of the remakes the War Magus had. I think they had different healing spells. Maybe I'm just remembering wrong. A medium amount of HP. Looks like you can make a good mix of a character that can heal and attack. They're not as good a healer as medics, probably. I don't know. Never really played too deep into this game. Alright, and Katsusha, you are going to... Well, first off, what do we got here? Weak shot. Increase critical attack chance. Oh, you can stop foe... Oh, that's going to be useful. But we don't need that yet. We are going to want a point in critical attacks. We'll get our critical up. It's good to be able to do regular attack damage that's really high. So we don't need Ricochet. This Wild Shot. Piercing bullets at all enemies. That will be wanted later. Snipe sounds useful. There's a lot of times you run into enemies that just dodge everything. Not so sure if we'll need a stun. We'll look at all that later. Let's see. Got some binds. We might be able to pull off a binding team after all without even changing anything. But here is what we really want, apart from this. We want to get ourselves some elemental damage, so we are going to put a point in all three of these. And this is going to be our replacement for alchemy in this game. And we will just go ahead and... Oh, we'll get that next time. 1 point in each. We'll slowly work our way up, and we'll probably just get to where we get 1 or 2 points in each of these. And then we'll flesh out the rest. That is a very long-term plan for a game that takes as long as this does. Okay. Can we afford to buy things? I think I didn't have any money last time I came here. We need a gun. Yeah, you are not armed properly. Nor can you be yet. Well, that's no good. Okay. Items. Do we have... We don't even have a thread. We don't have enough money to buy one. Alright, we're going to head out into the beginning of the labyrinth and pick up a little money. I think I made a mistake. I usually put points in gathering skills in my main team, so I never have to worry about this stuff. I don't have to change constantly when I want to build up some money. I might have to change that plan these days. So it would probably be quicker to go through this game if I just had a team that made money for me when I needed it. Especially if I'm going to stream it, at least then I can jump on the game when I'm not streaming and do a quick gathering round or two. It doesn't work too well at the beginning of the game anyway, because your gathering options are limited. You gotta, like, make a party of 3 survivalists and just drag them out here and have them pick up a bunch of stuff. Alright, team, let's see what you got. Let's see, that should work on you. Okay, you'll be for heals. I guess you can't really do much at the moment. To think of it, did I give my characters any gathering skills? Does not look like it. Okay, I'll have to give them all at least 1 point. So I found out recently there was a second Etrian mystery dungeon that never came out in America. I have no idea why. Every single one of these games came out except for that one. That's more like it. Ariadne thread. Don't leave home without him. We should maybe still be able to stay... No, probably not stay at the inn. Yes, yes we can. Okay. So everything is peachy now. Alright. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's go back to the Explorers Guild. Oh yeah. This will work nicely. I'm doing an entire team of these folks. Back in the day, there were these games on the Commodore 64. A lot of cracked games, they called them. I'm sure they still use that term nowadays, but they made no bones about it because they would program their own little screens. And there was a team of code crackers for the Commodore 64 that cracked a lot of games, and back then they called themselves Rampart Busters. And so every once in a while, I just name a character Rampart. And I think that may be officially the first time I've ever created a male character in this game. But I'm not sure. I think I ran out of portraits in one of them, and so I had to keep them looking different. And you shall be... Hierotes. Always has to be one. Oh, who do you look like? Who do you look like? I know you look like an anime character. But I can't remember who. So we're going to say... Something funny. What's funny? Okay, hang on, I'll look at my shelf. Oh yeah, he's Adam Jensen. I can't remember if it was E or O. We're gonna do E. That way if it's not O, it's swanky. You shall be Gabrieva. Little Slayer's reference. She does not have the Sword of Light, though. Oh, I just realized that they posed both of the female portraits turning around and showing their butt. It's like the same picture, except they just drew a different head on it. I never realized before that they had the same images and they just changed them slightly for each version of these. Okay. What are we gonna name you? You have a goofy face. Oh, who uses that face a lot? That's an aqua face if I ever saw one. So we know who the failure of the party is. No, we don't need anyone else. Okay, that's our current party. Now we form a new party. And we'll register them to number 6. That'll be our gathering party. Assuming they can survive. They are survivalists. That might not mean much if they take too much damage. So let's see. Well, at least one of them is going to need this. So that'll be Rampart. Don't really need any bow skills at the moment. Probably one or two of them will need a little bit of battle ability to get to these areas. Yeah, someone will need ambush. Alright, everyone else can get... we'll start with... Excellent. I think we got what we need. So let's leave. To the forest. We shouldn't need any equipment. Turn on Stalker. And let's go gather some materials. So we just want to go right up here. Sneak right past our little pal there. Gather as much of this as we can. Should be 12 of them we can get. It's very strange that that second mystery dungeon game never came out. So Etrian Mystery Dungeon was like a roguelike, tile-based roguelike. Kind of like Toho, what was it? Wanderer or something? And I guess it didn't do as well as these games. I thought it still did well. It was a great game. It's probably the best one of its kind I ever played. But the second one didn't make the cut to come out over here. Maybe it got released too late in the cycle of the DS or something. But it's the only Etrian I don't have, unless we're counting the Persona games that were made in the vein of Etrian. I got the first one, I never got the second one. Very fun stuff, though. Yeah, there's not a single one of these games I think is bad. There's not a single one I think isn't worth it. The first and second one are the roughest around the edges. They made huge improvements in 3, and then, to my absolute amazement, they made just as huge improvements in 4. Although, the differences in the game kind of... I don't know, there's enough of a difference that it's almost like you're playing a slightly different game at that point. Because they changed a lot of things from 4 on. And we do not want to get into a battle in a room with an FOE that may be drawn to battles. So let's hope we can take these guys. And just in case we can't. To the door. Look at the map. That's more like it. We don't even have to stay at the inn, because we're not really going to, we're not too worried here that something may go wrong. We've got Stalker, we've got High Escape, we're sitting pretty. In fact, we don't even have to go to that gathering area. We can play it doubly safe. Just got to remember to keep an eye on the bell in the upper left. That is our Stalker warning. Oh, nope. I made an idiot mistake. Wow, Stalker lasts a long time, doesn't it? I forgot we have to pass the day before we can do more. Daily limit reached. That's exactly what those words mean. Where am I going again? Didn't even run into an enemy. I like it. Alright, so we just sleep to the next day. Cost us basically nothing. Heading out. Oh, I forgot to use Stalker. Well, we couldn't escape, but we might not need to. Little experience won't hurt us. Okay, let's remember to use that. When I say things won't go wrong, never underestimate me. Green nut. That's a new one. That probably means I just unlocked some new materials. We're gonna be all decked out by the end of this. Alright. Daily limits reached. So we have access to the oils now. And those are nice. Gives weapon elemental properties, which we won't need because we have a gunner. But they're still nice. Huh. What are those, claw weapons? I could have sworn survivalists could use some of the swords. I guess not. Doesn't really boost them much, does it? Well, we'll have to unlock some better bows later on. Don't need them at the moment, though. Oh, that's funny. The game takes a while to save on the DS. So they actually start playing the save music as soon as you bring up the menu so you can actually hear it. Okay, 2 more trips. How can I pretend that I'm moderately able to fill quiet time in 2 more trips? So Etrian III, which this is not, this is 2, but Etrian III has this great little set of skills. Each class has their initial skill, kind of like, well actually, so like they just give you these skills in this game. Like the survivalist has airwalk, which 5 of them, I guess my evasion rate is pretty good in this party, so that's nice. But in Etrian 3, you get an actual skill slot that you can fill with points for each class, and it's almost a necessary skill. Like, some of the classes you can get by without it, but it's, I forgot to use Stalker again. Like you get a huge defense bonus for the Protectors. And there's a pirate class. They have a great skill where it returns technique points to you every time you use a skill. So if you've got a skill that takes 15 points and you max it out, you'll have to use 15 points, but then it immediately gives you 10 back. So really your cost is 5. And they also introduced subclassing in that one, which meant that you could mix those skills up and try to find a good way to use each class's base skill. And you wouldn't have access to the subclasses uh, class skill either. So you would have to start with the class whose you wanted to use. But it led to all kinds of neat things. Like you could make an alchemist that had the pirate's mana return ability. And that was pretty cool. There were all sorts of crazy builds. There were gimmick builds in 3. We probably aren't going to do too well against all this. I knew someone would make it. It's kind of funny, like one person doesn't escape, but then one person does, and that means they all escape. You would think the one that didn't escape would just get eaten. Oh. All tiny blooms this time. Still, that's a decent amount of money to have at the beginning of one of these. Like I said, I don't normally make these parties. So we'll do one more run and then we'll actually get back to the fun stuff. Which is every bit as slow-paced as what I'm already doing, and basically the same thing. The gathering class in Etrian II were actually called farmers. They were not very good in combat, but they had a whole bunch of neat tricks. They had an all bind skill that would bind all enemies after a round. Oh, what else did they have? They actually had an increased chance to get rarer items out of the gathering spots. And they probably had a better version of Stalker that I could remember. They all failed. If there's a way to wipe a party, I'll find it. They're really stingy with those green nuts, aren't they? Alright, that should give us enough to deck out our new members. One fire gun. And for you... Oh, let's see. What have we got? Staves and guns. No, staves and swords. 25. Extra TP, though. I don't know. It's good to be able to do damage in the front line, right? Right? Oh, wait. Can't they carry shields, too? Oh, wait. I think they had some kind of requirement. I thought they had a requirement. I think they needed swords for one set of skills and staves for... Oh, no, that was the remake. Never mind. Yeah, we'll give you one of these. If we need the extra technique points, we can change up. Okay, what about armor? You could use shields, right? Yes, you could. You're definitely getting a shield. Oh, you can't wear that. One more bug wing for one of these. But it's only 1 point more. We'll give you a steel pin. What about accessories? No good accessories for you. Okay, you are going to get a green leaf. No kidding, you can use bucklers too, huh? But you don't need them. A leaf boot for the agility. And a speed pin. Okay. So that should help you get off a few shots early. What can we sell? Okay, we're road ready. A guild that can spare a land snack who has reached at least level 2. A lot of other explorers in the world. Yes, there are, and I run into none of them. Oh man, buy low, sell high, right? Gosh golly, really? When I have a spare moment, return to the bar. This seemed like a waste of time. Okay, this isn't what I was supposed to do, was it? Was that it? Quest completed. Wow. Wow, they must have been... We're having trouble killing hedgehogs. I must have already talked to her. Okay, so what was I supposed to gather for that quest? One bug wing, one bent twig. This is where our book comes in. Or rather, no, the monster compendium. I don't have that here. I have to look at that back in town. That's okay. Let's do some adventuring. Uh-oh. Oh, I must have forgot to mark the staircase. Well, they don't intend to make it easy. Alright, let's take a moment to mark this out. It is an upward staircase. Oh wow, I didn't make much progress here at all, did I? Okay. There's a door. Now, if memory serves, we want to kill these venom flies before they poison us. Poison is 0 fun in this game. See what I mean? Fortunately, it doesn't persist after a battle. Oh, they did have meta shot. Yes, you shoot your teammates to heal them in this game. Checking the walls for holes. Blast them into next Tuesday. Fill it out. Fill out the whole map. Alright. We will go this way first. And there's an FOE. Alright, we will not go this way first. Did I make this a closed door? Options are limited. Looks like I have to go that way. Okay. No complaints here. Oh, tough calls, tough calls. We'll come back to you. Alright, what were we doing with our hexer? Okay, you definitely have a patrol. Hello. Oh boy. And you also have a patrol. We're going for it. Okay, so we're going to have to add mining to our entourage. Well, that's a fair amount of progress for the morning. Cool. Okay, I'll have to run more Etrian II at some point. I don't know, keep on crawling.